Jai Shriman Narayana. Namaste. Let us look at the names in the first slokam of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam and how they connect to wellness. Vishwam, the one who is whole or Paripurnam in all respects. What does holistic health mean? Dr. Peggy Swarbrick talks about 8 dimensions of wellness: physical, intellectual, emotional, spiritual, social, occupational, environmental, and financial. These dimensions are connected to each other. When one dimension of wellness is very low in us and is not complemented by someone in our support system, we feel unwell. Holistic health then is the understanding of these dimensions and their interconnectedness. A practice tip: become aware of the dimensions of wellness that you are strong in and the one that you need more work on or need support from. Vishnuhu, the one who permeates and surrounds everything. How does acupressure work and how points are connected to organs? Life force energy flows through various meridians in the body, and tapping or applying pressure at these meridians removes any blocks and balances the flow of this life force energy. A practice tip: explore tapping techniques or any energy work. Vashatkaraha, the one who controls or operates and directs, not merely pervades. How do I tap into universal guidance? Universal guidance is very subtle. Only when we are silent can we hear it. A practice tip: try sitting in silence for few minutes a day, daily, and see what emerges. Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhuhu, the one who is the master of all things, past, future, and present. What is the significance of past, present, and future moments? We can learn from our past, have a direction towards the future, and be present and take appropriate actions in the present. A practice tip: sit comfortably and follow the movement of your breath. Bhutakrit, the creator of all beings, cause of creation of the entire universe by being the raw material, the creator, and the instruments or tools. How do I know my creator and develop trust in him or her? At a body level, we know we came to this world through the union of our parents. But where are we getting our tendencies from? Our scriptures provide a deeper knowledge about our Creator and His laws of creation. When we try to understand the Creator and His laws of creation, we can relate to His mercy and grace and develop trust. A practice tip: sit in meditation and introspect. Do I trust myself? Do I know myself? Bhuta Bhrit, the one who supports or sustains or governs his creations. Am I being supported? We are designed to provide and seek support. We are all unique and we complement each other. Complementing means understanding oneself and the other and adjusting so that we can exist harmoniously. A practice tip: write down the unique qualities of each member of your family and share how you support each other. Bhavaha, the one who exists with all the splendor. He who exists always, independent of anything else. What does existence mean to me? What makes me feel that I exist? Is it my interaction with the world or myself? A practice tip: Sit in silence and visualize yourself detaching from your roles and responsibilities and ask, who am I? Bhutatma, the Atma or soul of all beings. How do we perceive beyond the body and the mind? We know our body through our sense organs. We know our thoughts and feelings, but it is not through our sense organs. Our scriptures say that which makes us know is the soul. Realization is a very individualistic process. A practice tip: ask the universe often about your want for realization, and it will guide you. Realization is a process and not just a goal. If your awareness is increasing and it is making you feel good for the right reasons, then you are on the right path. Bhuta Bhavanaha, the one who nourishes and nurtures all his creations like a parent. Am I aware of what nourishes me and what depletes me of my nourishment? At the surface level, there are two factors that are responsible for our experience: our attitude and the environment that we are in. At a deeper level, though, it is just our attitude that is responsible for our experience, as we have the choice to connect or disconnect from the environment. If we are aware of which environment brings out the best in us and which brings out the worst, till the time we can exercise the choice of attaching and detaching from the environment, we can be mindful. A practice tip: on a daily basis, reflect on which environments nourish and nurture you and make efforts to be in those environments.